back in the day when it was heavy, like on the Illuminati videos, they show you the pentagram on how Washington D.C. from the obelisk to from the monument, and how I believe it was like 666 diameter. They said that because they said the true height of that obelisk is 666 feet because it's like 2 feet underground too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that shows you that those particular ley lines, they have vibrations to them, man.
Yeah, I think they said it's on lot. The lot of land DC is on is 66.6.
That's crazy.
And they got like the Molech owl is part of that layout too.
Yeah, because from the aerial footage you can see the star, you can see the owl, you can see all that shit, all that symbolism. Yeah, he's even got the cross upside down.
Man, March was a sign of witchcraft as well. It was in the middle of all that. Yeah, it's kind of in the middle of the owl.
And if that's going on in the capital, that means that sets the precedent for the rest of the states, man, the rest of the cities. So you got shit going on here. You got shit, especially in Cali. Cali is the land that's populated with most witches, man. So these are ancient philosophies that Esau grabbed hold to.
Yeah, California, cause you got Hollywood out there, man. That's nothing but witchcraft. Cause we a couple camps ago we were going into how these movies made the black women feel like a victim. That's witchcraft, man. Cause you know when you growing up, let's say you see a James Bond movie, you wanted to grow up to be a secret agent. You like, man, I want that shit.
I was in school for that shit, bro. I was gonna go to Air Force.
But now they put moles in the movies. They put effeminate men in the movies.
And you got a lady 007 now. Get the fuck out of here, man.
It's to the point where Generation Z, 20% of them are homosexuals. But then just you go back to the baby boomer, it's less than 3%.
Right.
And how did it get so high? Witchcraft, Hollywood.
Witchcraft.
Hollywood.
Oh, did y'all hear? They said that the Generation Zers, they said that their belief in God is like less than fucking. It's like they have no belief. They said this generation really have no
almost
belief. Almost
non-existent.
They don't go to church. Like we grew up going to church. You know, our grandparent, my grandmother she go to church. She can't even read English, but yet she got Psalms 23. She talking about how good the Lord is. We grew up in the Christian church or whatever religion, Jehovah's Witnesses. So we had some type of form of God incorporated into our lives. But this generation, man, hell no, man. This generation do not believe in the Most High.
Only on Easter and Christmas.
Like if I asked my little daughter, I said, do you know what God is? She wouldn't know. She wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's a sad thing. So you brothers that's of this generation, consider yourself blessed to be in this truth, man. Because the Lord is not dealing with this generation, man.
Not really.
The scriptures tell you that. It says, hey, this generation by no means pass until all be fulfilled. That means that in this last days, the faith was going to be totally voided, man.
You look in Hollywood, one of the brothers that brought it out, it's basically a Babylonian church.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Ishtar worship, like a lot of the spell casting that they do. Yeah. And those Hollywood circles, they're weird. They're closed off. You know, they do shit behind closed doors and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a club. Right. Can't nobody just, go to an audition and be a famous actor, man.
No.
Michael B. Jordan niggas,
you gotta visit them parties before you go to audition.
You're a part of it.
You
gotta get scouted.
Lady Gaga, yep. So you have to become a part of the religion before they'll see you starring in, the biggest Netflix movies and shit like that.
Right.
You know?
Like Tom Cruise, he was heavy in that shit. That's why he's a Scientologist. Right. Jay-Z, Beyonce, they had to go through the Babylonian church, man.
Oh, man.
Beyonce is nothing more but a fucking temple harlot, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Jay-Z, when Jay-Z was doing his album, Magna Carta Holy Grail, he had
that song called 444 on there. Is that album?
No. It was before. This one was around like 2013. Okay. He had this Ibrahimovic John, who was known in Hollywood as a spirit cooker.
Yeah.
Where you be having to drink bodily fluids, let's say that.
Feces and shit.
But he had her in the video. I forgot what video it is, but that shit's still up.
Yeah. What purpose does she have in it? She ain't got shit to do with the hip hop or nothing. So
she's a witch.
She's a witch.
And the Holy Grail itself is Masonic symbolism because they said that's where what was it? What's the society called? The Knights Templar. They were trying to find out the Holy Grail. Basically, what the Holy Grail represents is Satanism.
Holy Grail.
They try to say the Holy Grail would be the cup, the last cup YAHAWAHSHI drunk out of. But
scriptures don't say that.
Fuck does that have to do with anything?
It's just a cup, man.
We're gonna find the scriptures that
like
cup can remove.
if I dig up Apostle John's
Holy sculpture.
his sandal, you know what I mean? Like that should mean something. The scriptures tell you what's the focus of holiness, which is the word.
Right.
The words of the Heavenly Father, man. Right. YAHAWAHSHI was made him so powerful because he was the physical embodiment
of the word.
Because he came on earth with imperfection.
Right.
Not perfection of the flesh, because he was still subject to the wicked mind, but his deeds surpassed his own wicked mind.
Yep.
Let me bring this out, brothers. Luke 11:27. It says, and it came to pass, as he spoke these things, a certain woman of company lifted up her voice and said unto him, blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked.
Right.
But he said,
credence to Mary, to the woman.
And it says, but he said, yeah, rather blessed are they that hear the word of the Most High and keep it.
That's right.
So rather, meaning he rebuked him. Like, bitch,
Right.
you don't know what the hell you talking about, bitch.
He said,
But
yeah.
you leave it to a woman to lift up her voice with some foolishness.
It's confusion.
Because you women, you need to learn how to shut the fuck up.
Right.
In that order.
Which really means he giving reverence to the man, because only the man could really, actually do the work. The women, they could support, but you got to be a man in this thing.
Because she was on that Queen of Heaven shit.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Bless
this
your mother.
controversy with these women now coming out speaking this bullshit, talking about they can teach the scriptures and all this shit.
Oh, my.
That's totally adverse to the Heavenly Father.
Israelite sisters.
Israelite sisters.
I think I did.
Yeah, they got something called the Ruach dance.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Hey man, I cringe when I watch that video.
Hey, did you see the
man.
brat, the prophetess, man? Bitch, that was the brat. Oh man, y'all gonna laugh your ass off when you
I
see
saw
this
that a
woman,
while
man.
ago, bro. I
She's
did a
ultra
video on that
masculine,
a while
talking about the scriptures, man.
Give me a book of
shit.
rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat.
She goes out for about 30 seconds. on
Yeah,
the
she's out there on
highways.
the playground with her kid.
Yeah.
Israelite
That she doesn't
sisters.
she's a single mother most likely.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. You got a little kid running around, man. You're not made to do the work.
Right.
He made to do the work, man. That's why I broke this shit down earlier. I said, look, a prophet just means a woman that can support the ministry or have dreams.
Have a dream,
A
tell it to your
woman
man.
that's in the truth knows America's gonna be destroyed. Like, the sister said, yeah, America's gonna be destroyed. She just prophesied. It ain't Give me one account of a woman out here doing what we doing in the Bible. You ain't gonna find it.
Can't
man.
do it.
You ain't gonna do it. If a woman out here that's doing the work, let's say we had a woman camp, right? That shit'd be all over the goddamn place. They be fighting each other. I was gonna bring out that precept. I was gonna bring that out. Then she get mad because her hair wrap look better than hers and shit. Her fringe is flying in the wind. Her cleavage showing.
Right, she getting more attention.
Her toes are
Yeah, she get more views on the videos.
That shit gonna be it wouldn't be no fruit in that cap, man.
Hey,
You ain't like,
That's straight for contention.
if a woman was supposed to teach, would there not be one of the 12 disciples be a woman? If that was the case?
and Mary was not a disciple of the Lord, man. All right, Mary was not a disciple.
Hey, here's another reason women can't be teachers, because we consider this the altar of the Most High, man. And a woman bleeds 1 month or one time out of the month, so you would be unclean if you were out here like that. If you were bleeding and teaching, that's unclean.
It's all confusion, brothers. All confusion. Yeah, and going back to the Ruach dance, and that's the spirit, because the elder brother Manadazakba, he said it. He said, I don't want to bear false witness, but he said, this gives me the spirit of IUIC.
It smells like IUIC.
Guess what? The spirit confirmed it, man. That's fun right there. That's some shit Esau would do. Make a mock. Come on, man. You gloat on. Even the animals are in hell.
Yeah.
But going back to what we're saying, so he said, I guarantee this IUIC, and I kid you not, it
Next
was
day.
2 young chicks of IUIC. And Nate, you know what? You ought to know better, and you waxing worse and worse.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you straightforward, YAHAWAHSHI is gonna kill 90% of your congregation.
That's right.
I got precept. Go ahead, brother. This is Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, the aged women likewise. So aged woman is about the age of a woman about 30 and up. By that time, usually when you was a 30-year-old woman, you had grandkids and shit. It says that they be in behavior as becometh holiness. So what is that? Listening to your man. Learning how to cook, learning how to shut your mouth.
Right.
It says, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, And that's what the primary focus of what women are supposed to be telling the younger women, to love their children and to love their husband. What are the older women teaching? Oh, you don't need a man.
Right. Go to college.
They don't even teach them to love their children.
Yeah,
you should love your career first as a woman in this society.
Oh yeah.
That's the biggest thing among black women, career.
Yep.
My career, my career, my career. I'm tired of that shit, man. A woman put her career over the house. Well, what? I gotta work and take care of my kids. Well, you wouldn't have to work if you was in order.
And then end up lonely about 40.
All you gotta do is submit servant to a man, work in the household, but you don't want to do that shit.
What my man Kevin Sammy says, he says the danger zone.
Yeah, because if you actually had a husband, you would be able to do half the work. You'd be able to, because the man would lessen the load. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's right.
A lot of them you can't deal with. A lot of them destroyed. A lot of them got kids by different men, man. It's really hard to get established. I mean, it's exception to every rule, but I mean, it's really hard to get position when people have already been tainted by other species, so to speak, man. You know, like you don't really want nobody sloppy seconds, but when hell, the reality of it is, it's real hard to, you know, let's say if you got a woman and she got kids by another men, 2 or 3 kids by other men, it's gonna be hard for you to really come in and establish order because they're on a total different vibration. Right. That's why, you know, like me and my child's mother, for example, when I realized that shit wasn't gonna work, I said I refuse to be under one roof with you, and it's not gonna work because I want to go this way, you going that way. I'm not gonna argue with you about what my daughter gonna eat or not gonna eat. I'm not gonna argue with you about that. That's some bullshit. Yeah, my thing is, look, this is our diet, this is what we're gonna eat. I don't need your combativeness to combat that.
Yeah.
Okay, based on your based on the hatred our people have for one another. That's too much stress, man. So you know what? Just get your shit and get the fuck out of here.
That's what it is.
Simple.
That's the righteous way to do it anyway.
Yeah. Straight up, man. Call it what you want.
It's still more on mine. It says to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands.
Read that obedient again.
Obedient to their own husbands.
That's obedient.
Meaning obey. Whatever he say, do it.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't say you believe in the scriptures if you can believe 99% of the scriptures, but if you negate that means you don't believe in the word of the Most High, man.
Right.
Because hey, didn't we just read? Blessed is the man that read and keep it every word of the scriptures.
See, you dumbass bitch, you try to make it seem like the man is some type of wicked tyrant. Like he'll have you fucking clean the fungus out of his between the webs of his toes.
With your toothbrush,
crazy
he clean
shit
the
like
floor.
that.
She's supposed to.
And even that,
That's how
I'll put it like this:
that can cause you health problems.
licking it out with her teeth or some crazy shit like that. You know what I mean? Like if I ask you to clean it out, that's fine.
It's not
But like,
greasy.
or you just wicked, like you just making her do all type of crazy shit. Like she got to cook hopping on one leg. No,
Like you
bitch,
say,
just
bitch,
cook.
don't put a transmission in my car.
See what I'm saying? Men know how to guide you, but the thing is, the women don't trust in the men.
Yeah.
They think men are incompetent. They think we're stupid, we're brutish,
Right.
like cavemen. We don't know how to deal with your emotions and shit like that.
Especially when you bring out the scriptures. Now they really gonna buck up.
Yeah.
Right, they don't like to hear that because that shuts down.
Yeah,
everything.
that demon come
So
alive.
they don't want that dude. But then again, you know, they'll submit to a man. It's just the white man they submit to.
Yeah.
How hard is it to ask to just
Because the white man is behind their mindset.
how wicked or how grievous is just to be quiet, to cook, to fucking do sex acts for you,
Lay on your back.
lay in your back,
See.
suck some rod. What like how?
But see, they feel if they do that, they're entitled to do the shit they want to do too. No.
Right,
Well, I do this and that ain't about what the fuck. It's about the fuck I tell you to do in righteousness.
Right.
Okay, you may do this and this, but you dress kind of skimpy. That's still an offense.
That's why it says discreet. I was gonna make a point on that.
Shit because you shouldn't be dressing have your body all out. Just like that black woman, she got raped at 12 in the morning, man.
Yeah, running.
She was out at 12 in the morning, got raped. And I bet
Call all your
I
YAHAWAHSHI
bet you she was
outside.
dressed like a slut.
Yeah, ass out, titties
Probably
out.
rejected about 10 men. I was proud. Now your ass got raped, bitch.
Now you looking
You think she would
stupid.
get raped if she actually had on the traditional garments?
Right.
Long dress,
Modest
covered up,
Covered
her head,
up.
her face covered.
Right.
A man ain't thinking about that.
That's the spirit, bro. You said exactly what I told my dad. I was looking at the video and Demon was right there. I said, the reason why this bitch got raped because she's out late
She out
and she
hoe.
out dressing like a fucking whore. I said, I don't feel sorry for that bitch.
Right.
Nah, man. I mean, the man's still gonna have that spirit, but your chances are very low. And plus, she out 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
If it's a woman in order, she gonna be out during the day, where nothing gonna happen
Ain't
to
no
her.
nigga raping no woman with a jihad on, man.
You know what I mean?
That shit is unsexy to niggas. And that's
Yeah.
the problem. Bitches want to be sexy to every nigga outside they home.
Right.
Yeah, you women gonna fucking learn, man.
That's right.
Put to death.
That's right.
Just like that woman in the Book of Judges, she got raped to death, man. And they raped her so much she died. That's gonna happen to a lot of you promiscuous black women out here.
That's right.
And Hispanic women and Native American women.
That's right.
Because I
Have
had
to
the
see
story
your
when they
fucking
chopped her
wicked
ass up and sent it to every tribe.
Coming to a hood near you.
Then you had simple ass Benjamin, man, on some cool shit. That started a civil war in Israel, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Them niggas formidable too.
Because they didn't want to, the rest of the tribe didn't want to give up the dudes that did it.
They did it, yeah.
To get,
But she was a
judged.
fucking adulterer. You got that way, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. She was wicked.
She's a whore.
Yeah, that was her judgment for what she did.
Because her husband was a Levite, and he was going to take her back from her father's house because she was playing a harlot in her father's house. And then that's when the Benjamites showed up and raped the whole. And they actually wanted the man first. They wanted to rape him. What he did was he threw the bitch out there. Hey, take this bitch.
That's how wicked
She wanted to be,
Jake is.
hey, that show you the judgment of the Lord because she wanted to be a hoe.
But
She got to be a hoe.
He wasn't off for doing that. But he wasn't off. Because, hey, look at it this way. Look at it this way. Didn't Lot give his daughters?
That's possession.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, this was a wicked ass woman, and you was married to a priest, a Levite. The sacrifice, she's already an adult, man. Say, get the fuck out of here, man. You can have you.
Yeah.
Lot was gonna give up his daughters to a bunch of wickedness, man. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Hey,
Yeah.
because these dudes, they gonna be brutal with your ass when they rape you, man. They gonna have a knife to your throat while they fucking you, man. You know what I'm saying? Punch you in the mouth. Probably knock you out. You not even conscious.
You know some of them
while they
freaks
doing
out here
some
like
shit
that
to you,
shit.
man.
I showed you that in Boondocks, man. That nigga
Oh,
Terry
yeah.
Crews, when he said, nigga, the soap drop, that nigga had a 12-pack.
Yeah.
He'll whoop you. Ain't no average nigga gonna whoop him.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn.
He said you didn't wash behind your ears or
He
nothing.
told him like this. He said, look. In that situation, he said, look, either way it goes, it's gonna go down. Either you gonna let me take it, or I'm gonna knock you out and I'm gonna take it. Because you ain't gonna beat a nigga that lift weights 24/7, about 7 feet tall. You
Yeah,
only 5'3", 110 pounds. This nigga's cock. You ain't beating that guy. You ain't got a chance on winning. You might as well.
That's judgment right
You
there.
better tell him to kill you or just knock you out, man.
Yeah, a lot of you thug niggas in these streets, y'all gonna get Damon gonna see y'all, man. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Booty warrior.
Yeah, booty warrior.
Hey, because a lot of niggas are getting that spirit on them, the spirit of rape.
Yeah.
Like there was one dude. Well, he was a serial rapist. Y'all heard? Did we share that story?
Yeah,
that dude. He was in Philly.
Yeah.
And he was just going around raping bitches. Man.
He raped 3 of them in a night.
He had a gun. You know what I'm saying? Was going around holding. Hey, you know what I want? You know what time it is?
That's coming back in a big way.
No, I want. You know what I wanted? It's not money. Bitch.
They was all strippers.
Yeah, because all these jakes out here, a lot of them be sexually deprived in a sexualized society.
Right.
Yeah,
But it's
they
about
are. They
the
are.
women pick and choosing who they want. The men don't really get the pickings like that.
Right.
You know, the women, they picking and choosing the same drug dealing ass or athletes in rotation.
Same Pooh
It's all the women that's going after the same guy. Everybody wants a fucking Travis Kelce instead of dealing with an average Jake out here.
Yeah.
You know?
A man of the Lord.
So you got all these people, these men out here that's deprived like that. You got their women leaving them to go keep their options, and they sitting here. They're supposed to have all these options, but a lot of these bitches be sitting at home lonely as shit, man.
Because they're too entitled and shit. And that's the reason why y'all do not do pair date. Don't. If y'all brothers got women y'all dealing with and she got 5 friends, unless they some jump offs, don't invite nobody to come. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: women are not spiritual. It be 5 of y'all and 5 of them. It be one dude they fucking on, man.
Right.
It be one dude that they be out of. Women ain't logical.
Right.
You know, us men, we're logical. Okay, it's 5 women. All right, you hop on her, bam, bam, bam. They ain't thinking like that. They thinking on, okay, who could make me lie? They all want that one fucking wicked ass nigga, man.
Right.
And that's gonna fuck your confidence up. Because of your mindset, you gonna be questioning yourself like,
Yeah,
damn.
because then it turns into a competition
Yeah.
between the men.
Yeah.
To be who's gonna be the funniest dude. And,
Yeah, niggas.
right. You know, that's
That's
not a
what-
character.
yeah,
Niggas
niggas
on
don't
that
know how
shit
to
in middle
act.
school, high
It's a
school.
fight.
You know,
Let some girls get around.
start
Niggas
talking
start
shit on your
backflipping
man
and
like
shit.
this.
Yeah, and that's a good point.
right.
Because if it was like 5 men and 5 women, men wouldn't be thinking about, you know, how many of us gonna get the baddest chick. We're really debating which one of us gonna get the ugliest.
Right, yeah.
We know one of us gonna get it. It never crosses our mind that all of us are gonna try to tag the same woman.
Who's gonna get the ugly? Who's gonna get the fat
Who's
one?
gonna get the ugly one? That's gonna be
Who's
ours.
gonna get the fat one?
See, that's logical. But women, they'll say like, you know, it's 5 of us. They'll all try to go for that one man.
He be home. Let him pull out in a Bugatti, right? And he be homeless as hell. They all gonna want him based on the car he drive. Oh, he got a nice car. Oh, he kind of sag his pants. He got the dreadlocks. These other niggas, I don't know, man. They just look too clean. They don't sag their pants. That's stupid, dumb, mediocre shit like that.
Right. They want whatever's perpetuated on hip-hop TV. They want the fucking what's the
Which
rapper?
goes back to that fucking witchcraft, man.
Yeah.
That's witchcraft.
They want a Migos looking nigga.
Yeah.
All the
Quavo.
bitches want niggas with dreads right now. If he got dreads,
Man.
he's it.
And they should be falling out. You know,
Right.
Jake, they don't wash their hair.
Bald spots and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's actually a righteous thing for women to compete over a man, though.
You got something, brother? Yeah, the Isaiah 47.
It's like this. Tats on his face and dread.
That money move shit, man.
Takashi 9-6.
Right.
Give me a Sirach 25. All wickedness, but wickedness to the little is of a woman.
Uh-oh.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9 says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. So you got these women out here, they call themselves respecting themselves because they got a good body. So to show it off, that deems respect. You're not respecting yourself by showing off what you have, being out here naked. Like we had this fine little joint that was running back and forth here. She had a damn a sports bra and some Fabletics pants. You basically looking at you naked. We can see the whole shape, curves of your titties, your ass, and everything out.
And
You're not
disrespecting your
yourself.
man. And you disrespecting
Right.
your man if you got one.
She at the gym.
It's not for everybody to see. The scriptures say if you respect yourself, you be in modest apparel.
Right.
But they say, oh, well, I respect myself by getting good in shape. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to Genesis, or I'm going to Planet Fitness. You know, I respect myself because I work out. That's not respecting yourself, bitch.
Right. And they just work out to be seen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not doing it for health.
They're not
They're
doing
doing it so they can look good and get the attention of other men.
That's
Right.
all it is. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, my woman's forbidden from going to that shit.
Right.
Like, if you go to that shit, then you ain't really my woman. We'll deal, you know, we'll fuck around, but really, I ain't got no really faith in that shit because you ain't supposed to be going to the gym.
Right.
This is Proverbs 31 and 30. It says here, let's start at 29. It says, many daughters have done virtuously, but thou exceedest them all. But favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. All right? Favor is deceitful, beauty is vain, because I had, man, chicks say, well, I look at myself in the mirror every day.
Yeah, because you could get a woman that looks good as hell, but she's a demon.
Right.
So that's why her beauty is vain, because vain goes into being worthless or not something that's practical. You know what I mean?
Right.
It says, but a woman that feareth YAHAWAHSHI, she should be praised.
Right, because does the box of an ugly woman or of a pretty woman really feel different?
Nope.
You tapping that?
No.
You know what I mean?
They
I
say
mean, it might look
pussy-
different with the lights on, but
Hey,
turn off the lights.
After
Oh,
getting
no,
it
It's the same
times-
experience.
Yeah, every box got its own different spirit to it, man. Everybody, and they say, oh, pussy feel the same. I don't agree with that.
Nah, that's not true.
I don't feel all the same.
Yeah, because some chicks you
But
can't even
generally
get up
it's the
yet.
same.
But it's the same concept. I guess pussy is better when you develop an attachment to the chick. That's when it feels good. That's when the bitch can blow on you and get you off. I got another one, man. This is Proverbs 11 and 22. It says, it's a jewel of gold in a swine's snout.
Ooh.
So is a fair woman
Without
without
discretion.
Right.
Oh, man. Somebody get that definition.
So
of
you out here
discretion.
half naked? Hey, that don't mean shit, man. That don't mean shit. Just because you got good looks, you worthless, man. And in due time, society, y'all women are beginning to understand that. Because a lot of y'all, you want to keep your options open, but your options ain't really coming to pass a lot.
Yeah, because the jewel part is her prettiness, but the pig part is her attitude. She has the attitude of a pig, like they say you can't put, if you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig.
Yeah.
That's what 99% of these women out here in America are.
Right.
They're pigs with lipstick on, man.
And hair weave.
Fucking idiots out here, man.
And eyelashes.
Because you don't know your role, man. You don't know how you fit in society truly. In this society, you're a soldier, you're a nurse, you're a doctor, you're a surgeon,
Judge.
everything except a wife and a mother.
Right.
But then on the back end of their career, they get 40, 50 years old and they say, well, I regret I should have had kids like this dumbass bitch, Vivica Fox. She said her single biggest regret of her whole career is not having children. Oh, I wonder why, bitch. Because you're programmed to have children. The Heavenly Father made you to be a baby factory.
That's right.
Dumb bitch. That's why you get 40, 50, 60, and you're depressed because you don't have children. By that age, you would have had 4, 5, 6 children with grandchildren.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Don't you know how much joy that brings to a woman? It brings joy to a man too, having to deal with his sons and everything. But also a woman, because that's your stamp that you did something on the earth. You know what I'm saying? That everything that you did was not in vain. I can't name no fucking actress bitches from 100 years ago. This shit is null and void.
Right. Instead, all these bitches out here trying to chase a hot girl summer. Shit, instead of being with a man. You're in your mid-30s now. Now you want to rush to try to have a kid. Who the fuck wants to have a kid? Because you're gonna have to meet a man in his mid-30s too to be able to deal with you on that level. You're not gonna meet no 20-year-old that wants to deal with you in your 30s. So they wait till their 30s, late 30s, and want to have kids. Some of these fucking dots out here that did the whole football teams and shit like that. Women like that stay around, don't have no kids until they get their late 30s. And then they want to find another fellow 30-year-old man that thinks that he's gonna want to settle down and have a child by then. Most men at that age that's going to have kids, they've been and had kids already. They ain't trying to get trapped up.
They want to get a woman that's 22.
Right. See, women got the game fucking wrong, man.
Check this out. This is 1 Timothy 5:11. It says here, but the younger widows refuse, for when they have begun to wax one time against YAHAWAHSHI, they will marry. You know what one time means, right?
Undisciplined.
That's right. Having damnation because they have cast off their first faith. What was their first faith?
Amen.
And it says, and with them, they learn to be idle. Meaning, when you're idle, that means that they said an idle mind is a devil's playground, man. Because when they're idle, they got shit else better to do. They're starting trouble. They cause confusion. Yeah. And it says, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers, also busybodies, speaking things which they are not. That be the old bitches that be trying to keep up with the dirty bitter. They be hating on your relationship. I told you not to deal with that nigga. He's a piece of shit. Putting demons on the woman already.
They don't have their own family to tend to, so now they in everybody else's business.
Yup. And it says here, I therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, but these women, you don't want to have children with them, man.
Right.
Like, what's this guy name? He called Dr. something. Apostle Gabar uploaded a video today. He was going to the whole child support and putting semen in. Coach Greg Adams, yeah. He broke it down. He said, look, these women are not really marriageable. He said, don't just be putting your seed in all these women. If you ain't dealing with it on a consistent, don't put your seed on. And that shit cut a lot of brothers, man. Because to this day, honestly, I shouldn't even have no regrets because everything is a lesson learned. But I regret having a kid in this society. I said never again unless it's the Lord's will. Never again. You brothers that don't have kids, don't fucking have them. Do not, man. That got the term. Put an owner, not in her. You better pull it out. Even then, you better get your pull-out games right, man.
That's right.
Straight up, bro. Because, hey, pull-out game, man. I'm a pull-out master over here, man. I'll pull out this match in a minute.
Because even if you do
my hand get the rest of that pleasure. No homo.
Even if you do end up getting the upper hand over a woman in the custody or whatever over your child, that's still an unnecessary frustration.
Right.
Why not just not deal with the shit to begin with?
Right.
See what I mean?
That's right. A lot of this, man, because like Kevin Sanders brought it out, he was like, you have more women that are ready to have children, and they're more willing to have children than to be in a marriage.
Yeah,
marriage
baby mamas.
Backwards. They're backwards. They're doing shit backwards.
They want to be baby mamas and shit.
They actually look forward to being a single mother. Yeah, a lot of
what came first? Them getting fucked or the baby? Them getting fucked. And according to the scriptures, if you got fucked, that's your husband.
Right.
So you're always married before you have a child.
First.
But the society thinks backwards to where, okay, I could just have sex with this guy, but he's not my husband. That's not true.
Yeah, he didn't put a ring on it.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not true.
That's what the bitch said. She said, I can have a baby and not give him my last name, give my man last name. She said, I can be married to him and I ain't got to give my kid his last name.
Right.
By default, the kid takes on the last name of the father, even if it's not physically that, because he comes out of the father's loins.
That's how little they respect men.
And it says here, it says that therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. For some are already turned aside after Satan, These hoes are gone, man. They're gone. Because you women, man, you supposed to have a particular order. I tell them all the time. I say, look, if you were in perfect order with the spirit, you will want for nothing. But see, the problem is the woman don't want to catch no fucking hell. They want to be comfortable 24/7. I said, y'all got to understand that if we caught hell, you got to catch some type of hell in order to be women. You got to be purged of your sins too.
Right.
You just don't have an easy way out. Because that's the problem. They always want to be comfortable. My comfortability.
Right.
What happens when the times then it's not going to be comfortable? Then what you going to do?
They gonna fold.
And they think the answer is to go into getting another man. When they're uncomfortable, the answer is to go get more comfortable with another man.
Yeah.
They never even
worked
worked on themselves.
This isn't working.
That's why they serial daters, man. Or serial monogamists. You hop from one relationship to
Serial
another.
hoes.
Yeah,
You know,
talking about
they don't. It doesn't dawn on them that their ability
the
to
problem.
have comfort is propping up a man. The society, all the comfort that you have in this society was built by men.
Yeah.
If you have a whole generation of women that just says, you know, fuck men, but I still want to be comfortable, well, that's contradictory.
You got this woman, she posted on Twitter, I don't know how old the tweet was, but she said, I'm pregnant, I'm going to find out if it's a girl or if it's an abortion.
Ooh, I remember that tweet.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
How
She said, I want to figure out
right
if it's
on that
a girl or it's an abortion.
Yeah. Hey,
Say what?
that's a spirit.
But that's not hate speech though, you know what I mean?
Right.
Twitter can keep that up all day, but your moment you say something about a F, that's the worst thing in the world.
Jay,
Wait, what she say? She said what? The woman?
She said, I'm pregnant, I'm about to find out if it's a girl or an abortion.
Damn.
Meaning the boy is the abortion by default, just for being a boy.
But you know what? That's the spirit. That's that same spirit that what's this guy's name? Herod came in.
Yep.
That's the same
Egypt.
spirit that Pharaoh came in. That shows you that doctrine.
Kill all the
That
sons.
shit is serious, man.
Right.
That
Destroy your
Gardanian
name,
pact is sincerely, man, because hey,
that
that was
shit
the same thing they were doing then.
God, that's a good point. That's an excellent point.
That's right.
Because and the scriptures talk about how those curses come back, and that proves that this is Egypt again. Because that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to kill the men, the children of Israel. And that also proves what that whole shit was created for. It was created to target, to take out the men, man. Take the men out the home and take away our seeds. And these women unconsciously participate in that shit.
They conscious.
That's why she's in that mentality. She said that.
No, they conscious. They know exactly what they doing. They just know it benefits them.
Right.
Like they say, if a woman gets you in that child support system, she ain't letting your ass out of that shit. Why would she let you out of something that's benefiting her and her fucking narcissism?
Right.
I got that definition for discretion.
Go ahead.
It says the quality of having or showing discernment or good judgment. The quality of being discreet, circumspection.
Go to Merriam-Webster.
That's it.
Oh, that is?
Yeah.
Let's see if Google.
Going back to the preacher the brother brought out, going around with no discretion. You know?
Like her, she has no discretion.
Right.
Because the minute, let's just say if a Jake come up to her, she could cry rape. You know what they gonna do? You know how it's your word against theirs in court? It's not like that.
Right.
That woman off back got more rights to you. That's why I tell Jake, man, he said it, man, in Minister Society, he said, look, man, the hunt is on and you with the prey.
Yeah. And she has on such a short dress, she has to pull it down with her hand as the wind blows. But shouldn't discretion or discernment tell you to wear a longer dress? Dumb bitch.
I got another definition.
That's like you wearing shorts so short your balls hanging out. You gotta keep, you know what I'm saying?
You wearing the
Someone's
shit.
gonna tell you like that. Maybe I shouldn't put this shit on.
Right, they did that shit on purpose because they know what it is. She know it was gonna be like that today when she walked out. She know her half her
Like, come
ass
on.
cheeks hanging out. But then you want to say some shit to get mad, and somebody come up and grab it.
Let you as a man do that. They gonna call you disgusting. You a pervert.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
This society is hypocritical against the man.
this is one more definition for discretion. It says the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way as to avoid causing offense or revealing private information.
And the scripture say a wicked woman gathered. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Private information can be your fucking cleavage.
Your ass.
Your ass. That's private
Thighs.
information.
Silhouette.
Silhouette. Anything that's for your man remains for your man. Everything that your man likes about you, another man should experience.
And
Your
also,
man,
oh, sorry.
if your man likes hands, and bitch, you better wear gloves on summertime. Goddamn it, I don't give a fuck how it make you feel. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
Because men have some weird fetishes, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's why in the scriptures it tells you what book was that? Matter of fact, in was it Esther? When Vashti, when she rebelled, they made a decree that all women have to bow down to their men and they need to be fully clothed and veiled. Because beauty upon a woman, any man, scripture says nothing more than a beautiful woman than a man desires.
Right.
Man love nothing more.
Yeah. So they have to understand that. But see, like the brother was saying, these women, they want the attention of multiple men. That's all it is. And they give you shit and call you insecure because they know you know that. But they try to use that narrative, you're just insecure. They play on Esau's terminology.
Right.
Which insecure doesn't mean being jealous. That's two different things.
Right.
You insecure means that you lack confidence in a particular thing. It ain't the fact that you lack confidence in yourself. It's just the fact you being a slut.
Right.
Yeah, you women put to death.
Put to death.
Part of that
Women
definition.
and men, because you men, you
Oh, sorry.
allow this shit. There's not enough men speaking out against this bullshit.
Nah.
Well, these niggas in this
Nah.
society, they got that if you can't beat them, join them mentality.
Yeah.
Because the women gonna do what she do. The men are set up to keep a woman in check. So if you men are not being responsible on your job, then that's why the women are running amok.
Yep. Because you niggas are out of order.
Yeah.
Like a big. Oh, you got it, brother.
I was going to say, there's one example, just like I brought out of an example of a lack of judgment. I was following a video. These guys out there preach. They brought out this woman terminated her baby because it was going to be a Sagittarius. So not only is she into astrology, but she took out her own kid because of the year that it was going to be born. You know, that's a lack of judgment. That's a lack of discernment, and the man couldn't do shit about it.
Who would that
He's like, what the
precept?
fuck
All
you mean?
wickedness but wickedness to the
I got
last.
that on there.
Who that?
You know that's a
Please.
nigga woman doing that
This is
shit.
the book of
You aborted
Sirach.
your baby because it wasn't a Sagittarius.
Yeah, because it's going to be a Sagittarius.
It's gonna be a Sagittarius, or because some nigga you hate is a Sagittarius.
Right.
This is
She took up 2 parking spaces. You just talk about judgment and shit. This bitch took 2 parking spaces up.
Yeah, that could be two people.
That's 2 people right
Avoid
there.
an accident at parking. Only thing you gotta do is go up.
Look,
They
you looking
got
about like,
more
what
than
the
enough
fuck?
space to pull up and go out.
That's
Why
lacking
you-
judgment.
That's why you women have to be led, man.
Led.
And then you proud. You walk around here like you got it, like you know better. You ain't nothing but kids, man, but overgrown bodies. That's it.
Right.
If you tell a baby, those are brothers that got kids up here. How many times y'all caught y'all kids doing something when y'all wasn't looking? All the time. But what happens when you catch them? And then it's like a deer in the headlights. That's how women are. You gotta constantly tell them. Constantly. You nagging me. No, I'm trying to tell you, dumbass, before you fuck something up. Dummy. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 25 and 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Now, hey, the story the brother just brought out that she aborted the baby because it was going to be a Sagittarius. But you know why that happened? Also because the nigga she dealing with is a wicked ass nigga. He ain't righteous, the nigga that put the baby in her. Because for her to have that much disdain, that's evil as hell, for one thing. But y'all wicked. Now, what she did was totally wrong and wicked. That was evil. That was demonic as hell. But if you got a righteous man, you probably wouldn't feel that way.
Or in the simple fact that some dumbass you impregnated her to begin with, man.
Yup.
Should be busting off in these damn women.
Yeah, brother, stop busting in these bitches, man. If you ain't got a kid, I don't care if you even with her. Don't bring no
And
more
it's
babies.
very unnatural to do because naturally that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, you get it. The flesh is programmed to do that, but you got to think with wisdom before the flesh. You know?
That's why you got to do that homework, man. You got to ask her, is her other baby father on child support?
Yeah.
Ask some
No,
questions.
it's different if you got a woman that's cool and shit.
Yeah, that's your woman, yeah.
You definitely got to do your research because a lot of these women are on pills and shit.
Yeah.
They're like on antidepressants, or they done just took a ton of dicks over the course of their life. That fucks you up.
Crazy.
Whenever I deal with a woman, I straight up ask her if she's on medication. 'Cause I'm not trying to deal with that shit, man. You can't be having fucking mood swings.
All right, because
I'll be checking the medical
we
records
deal with
on
our
the
own
job.
mental shit.
Yeah.
Boy, we dealing with your shit.
Yeah,
We ain't even wrapped too tight, man. Dealing with the illnesses of this society, man.
that's out of order, man.
Yeah.
But see, nobody condemns them for it, though. They actually still get compliments and praise. You know, they'll still get called queens and shit. Like, no, you got issues. You need to work out, man.
Like,
you need to be under a man.
Like,
you know,
That's
somebody needs to
the
be leading you.
primary thing. That's what's wrong with the woman. That's the number one
See
thing
that?
wrong with the woman is that they're not under a man. They have no
That's
structure.
right.
Let's do a story. Let's do a test. Let's ask. Now, how much you want to bet? Who's gonna give us the most slack? The black woman gonna give us the most feedback. So let's see if they go across the street. We gonna test that theory because obviously those two women right there without discretion. Yep, spirit had y'all to walk that way. Don't even deal. Go ahead.
They felt that heat. They felt that heat.
I was gonna ask the question like, okay, do y'all feel that y'all should be under men?
They felt the heat coming.
Because the way they dressing, that's not. This is promiscuous,
These niggas
man.
about to talk to us.
I think my bitch is pregnant.
Yeah, exactly. He's still wearing that damn dress. So anyway, let's get back on these prophecies, man. Fuck these fucking hoes, man. Give them enough attention as it is.
I had appreciated.
Yeah, you got it.
I was holding
Let's get on back on these chairs and these missiles and these race rides
earlier.
Because when that happened, all this shit is done, man.
Right.
I just can't wait. It just needs to happen.
Yeah, man.
Like, you know, let's do it. The Lord showing the signs. Let this be the year that this system collapses, man. Shop, man. And that should be in y'all prayers every single day that the Lord bring this fucking place down.
Right.
Cause I'm tired, bro. Brothers, aren't y'all tired of being oppressed?
Daily.
How the fuck do you get in an accident that ain't your fault? You completely covered, but it's still your fault.
Yeah.
Who wants to deal with the headache? And you got doctor bills, that's $20,000. Who wants to deal with that? Then they could garnish your wages.
Yep.
Who wants to deal with that? I don't want to deal with that shit.
Sick of this shit.
I'm tired of it, man. Cause I know a brother up here got a substantial amount of debt they dealing with, man. You don't even you think about it, you throw up.
This is Luke. This is Luke chapter 10, verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you.
Oh, that's Mike. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, Jake. Yeah, I used to work with him. It's funny how you know this one. Yeah, he a Jake too. He like Irish Jake. He been riding with that for a long time. Yeah, and that's the spirit. You read that, man, because hey, when we get that power, like right now, you know, let's just say if Esau come up here and hem us up. At the end of the day, the work is being done. Brothers are out here teaching, and there's nothing they can do against this truth before it. But when we get that power, hey man, we gonna be like them bright barns out here. Because hey bro, when I kid you not, when I say that Omni-Man, that's my motherfucking dude, man. Omni-Man is the fucking nigga, man.
I'll watch that show again.
That dude, man, he said, these people life ain't shit. He said, man, wait a minute, man. He said, I became something that I didn't even want to become. He said, my purpose here is to put these motherfuckers in slavery because he said they're better off with us in power. Like these heathens, they're better off with us over them.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that show is super spiritual powerful, man. You gotta watch the show Invincible.
Yeah, Mark, he was
a simp, man. He was a simp.
He trying to defend the earth. Like, come on, you don't see the problems within the society?
And prove he was a Jake because when Omni-Man started saying he didn't give a fuck about the mama for real, that's when he lost it.
Yeah.
'Cause you know Jake is all into their mamas and shit.
Talk about my mama.
You don't care about mother.
How would you do that about mom? Like, she's nothing but a pet.
Nothing but a pet. But that's the truth though.
That's a women dogs.
He called this woman a pet.
He said she's basically a pet, like a servant, possession.
He's like, I love her in the same way I love my pet. Like, what you gonna do after 500 years pass? Then what? He's trying to reason with him.
Yeah, a lot of you niggas can't relate to that, man.
He's like, you
Told him that everyone you know and love will die.
That shit amp me up, bro.
And actually, show your spiritual because a lot of people are actually liking that show because of Omni-Man.
Yep.
That represent righteousness. Showing you like even though people are covered in that filth and wickedness, they know in their spirit that this shit needs to change, man.
Yeah. And you know Omni-Man, the more he got pissed off, the more red his eyes got.
Yeah,
He's basically YAHAWAHSHI, man.
I was gonna say that his eyes was red.
He was all austere and shit. Remember we cursed out Esau, he cursed out Satan, man. He had that austere look. He said, if you come around my family again with that conspiracy shit, man, he said, I'm gonna fuck. Bro, you seen the power in his eyes, man. It was starring as hell, man. He was real stoic.
He ripped his enemies apart.
Bro, you see how he did his son?
Yep.
He beat the shit out of him,
He's
man.
gonna kill his ass if he did.
Yeah, he snapped. He was finna kill him.
I'm gonna read that again. It's Luke. This is Luke 10 and 19. It says, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you.
Spiritually right now, you got it, man.
I was gonna say, you know, even though we all have our, you know, diverse temptations, as you say, you know, losses in this truth, it's not really hurting you. You know what I'm saying? Because your spirit is growing each and every time, man. So nothing in front of you in this physical world, if you the elect, gonna keep you out of this thing.
Just like a sand, when the sand gets broken down and beat up, when they recover, they come back twice as strong. They're on the brink of death. When they recover from that traumatic experience, they come back stronger than ever, faster, more keen senses. But that's the elect, because the Most High is putting us through the ringer. But each event that happens to you that may seem like it's pissing you off or have you depressed or even physical harm, you recover and you're better. You know what I mean? You've grown in patience. You've grown in your mentality. Because this ain't for the weak.
That's right.
No, it's not.
You have brothers that are considered weak, but even those brothers that are considered weak are really strong. They're stronger than the strongest men of this society. You know what I'm saying? If you weak in the truth, you actually strong.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Because the people ain't doing, like, if everybody was able to do this, the Lord would have every man out here doing it. Like what Moses said, he said the Most High willeth have all Israelites prophets, but that's not the case. If every man could do what we do, they would be out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that shows you right there. The Lord separated the weak from the strong.
Because you get the strength of the inner man, the inner YAHAWAHSHI.
That's why it says Proverbs 24 and 16, it says, for a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again. So you're going to keep getting knocked down, you know, whether it's through certain transgressions or, you know, certain offenses or whatever, or you may just go through a hard patch, but you're going to keep getting up, man. Because you know at the end game, you see the vision. Because you keep telling yourself this ain't going to be forever. By this being temporal, that, I don't know about you brothers, but by this being temporal, that gives me the strength to keep fighting. It's hard. You know, because I know. Ain't no way in goddamn hell that this is living, man. And in order to get out of this shit, for what the Lord promised us, I'm gonna keep fighting Lord's will, man. Because that vision I had the other day, that shit was spiritual as fuck, bro. The Lord came down in a chariot. Came out, man. Looked just like that. And I knew in my spirit, I'm like, damn, it's time to go. Not on a sense of death, but time, like, yeah, it's time. We're gonna do our thing. The Lord looked at me like, yeah. This is after the accident and everything came clear. All that night I've been seeing chariots in my dream. And I remember it was me and my sister in the dream. It was around an old house in a place we call the Big Field. And the U.S. military was out there. And they were trying to get wind of the chariots. They're like, man, we gotta stop this shit. We gotta stop this. We can't do it. We gotta stop this. This is a threat. And the spirit hopped on me. I was in the midst of them. I said, there's nothing y'all can do with that. They're like, nothing y'all can do with the church. YAHAWAHSHI.
Right.
I said, you people are fucking done. It's over.
I got one more for you.
Yeah, you got it.
2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 14. Knowing that he which raised up the Lord YAHAWAHSHI shall raise up us also by YAHAWAHSHI and shall present us with you. For
raised
all
up the spiritual powers, man. So meaning if you're a brother that passes away, you know, get your head cut off for the witness, the YAHAWAHSHI is still gonna raise us up. Raise us up out of this condition we're in to be princes on the earth, man. Kings.
Yeah, brothers. Hey, if y'all brothers die in the FEMA camp, guess what? You're coming right back. You're coming back.
I'll see you later.
In this faith, you're coming back, man. See, the thing of it is, it's a time to not forward. It's a time to hunker down and submit. And it's a time to say, you stand up for something. Like the other day, I was arguing with the officer. I said, I'm not signing no fucking ticket, man. Fuck that shit. It ain't my fault. He said, I can take you to jail. I'm like, fuck it, take me to jail then. But in my spirit like, man, don't go to jail. Just sign a ticket. Go, you know, go to court, whatever. This is their kingdom. But part of me like, man, I feel like I'm folding because this nigga tried to threaten me. The spirit said, you're not afraid of going to jail. You just don't want to deal with no more inconvenience. Right. So be smart. The spirit said, nigga, this ain't the chip, this ain't the jab. You ain't gonna fold off that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a time. But when it's time to buckle down, when they start coming to you, and you know what end game is, that's when you get strengthened, man. That's when you say, you know what, this is it. This is a life or death, man. And you gotta accept it. Didn't the scripture say YAHAWAHSHI, man? He cast his life down. He accepted. He laid his life down, man.
Quick precept.
Hey, more on that, Toss.
What she said?
Yeah, you go ahead. It's a little bit more in here. We're gonna go through it.
Real quick.
What she said? Gay pride.
This is Sirach 8 and 2. It says, "Be not at variance with the rich man, lest he overweigh thee, for gold hath destroyed many and perverted the hearts of kings. Strive not with the man that is full of tongue, and heap not wood upon his fire."
That's right, man.
So it's just having the wisdom and knowing when you got to buck up and when you
Buck up. It's a time and place to buck up. It's a time and place to say, all right, fuck it.
Going back, this 2 Corinthians 4.
Beautiful precept, bro.
2 Corinthians 4, verses 15. It says, "For all things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might through the thanksgiving of many redound to the glory of the Most High." So everything that we witness, everything, you know, the society that we wake up to, the oppression, the bullshit, the ailments, the mental frustrations, and you know, in the flesh you like, fuck this shit. But as brother said last week, you doing spiritual gains, man. You know what I'm saying? To be able to you know, still operate in this society, the angels is like, damn, how the fuck did they do that, man? Because angels don't know what it's like being in this flesh. Angels don't know what it's like having an ailment, you know, things like that. So this is molding us to better men. So as it said, we'll be able to judge angels. But anyway, it says, 2 Corinthians 4, verse 16, "For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yea, the inward man is renewed day by day."
God. Hey, so we get stronger each day, man. Each day, each time you get kicked down, you got to come back stronger. It's just like when you break a bone. They say when that bone starts to grow back, it's actually stronger than what it was before. Same thing when you read some of these spiritual movies we're talking about, and cartoons and things like that. When a Saiyan get his ass kicked and get destroyed, he comes back what? Stronger.
Yeah.
You know, next thing you know, he transforms. You know, so you can't take a downfall and just run with it and say that this is it and give up. You know, these things are supposed to happen.
Right.
You know? The scriptures also talk about when your brothers want to grab it, you'll be tried as gold in a
Sirach 2.
furnace. God. Water. Because hey, you're gonna go through a lot of trials and tribulations, man. You're gonna catch hell in this truth. And you have to expect that. But just know that it's making you better.
I'm gonna read that again. It says, 2 Corinthians 4, verse 16, For which cause we faint not, though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Which you said being made better.
That's right. So you're gonna have stuff things that's gonna perish even in the flesh. And ultimately, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, you know, this flesh is gonna be taken away. The scriptures talk about how we're gonna be transformed basically in an instant, man. So you're gonna receive your new body. So this don't mean shit. All this shit is just vanity, man. This is nothing but like a dream, a speck in the dust. It's all gonna fade away one day, be gone. And then you're gonna see what life really is living. You know?
We got that precept, Sirach 2.
Sirach chapter 2 verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low state. For
So it's
gold
gonna happen. You're gonna be in a low state. You're gonna be without money. You might be without a job. You might be without a home. Without anything in this world. But you have to be patient. You gotta go through it. And the opposite of that will be giving up. To where you like, F this, I don't want to deal with this. Like certain niggas in the truth, they left this truth when they were going through hard things. Because they thought the Most High wasn't dealing with them. But you have to just go through it, endure, and in that process still praise YAHAWAHSHI.
That's right.
The greatest example I can give is Job, where he lost his money, he lost his health, he lost his children, he lost his woman. But even through all that, he never cursed out the Most High or charged the Most High with fault for doing what he did to him, man. He just still continually prayed. It was in the spirit. He complained about it. Complain, but it was to the end of seeking answers.
What you said last week, you said Patience is the spirit,
callous
patience is the callous of the spirit, man. That stuck hard with me, man.
That's right.
And that's what hardens you. It makes you like that gold. Because the scriptures, don't they say that they shall be tried as gold in the fire?
He got it.
So that's not a pleasant experience to be put in the furnace. It's irritation. It's causing that metal to separate and mold and change. You know what I'm saying? Change from one form unto an end, to another. And change does not always come easy. It took labor to build up buildings that you see. It took men sweating,
cutting hands.
Certain dudes get put to death. You know what I'm saying?
Falling off the building.
You know? But that's likewise the building that's forming inside of each brother.
That's right.
Hey, to go with that building,
it's a difficult process.
Go with that building analogy, man. You got to start with the foundation.
That's right.
Our foundation is faith in YAHAWAHSHI.
Right.
And the way you build that up is going through them afflictions.
Hey, and ultimately, these afflictions that you're going through, that's the Lord testing you, see if you're going to fold for what he's really about to throw at you.
Right.
Because Jacob's trouble is coming.
Yeah.
So all these carnal things, whether it be your woman, a lot of times, your family members, people you know and love, they're gonna die. They're not gonna make it. Not everybody's gonna make it unless they have your immediate household and the Lord's dealing and decided to have mercy upon them. A lot of everybody you know and love is gonna perish. Your parents are gone, man.
That's right.
Not gonna make it. You know, your wicked ass woman, she gonna be like Lot's wife. Turn, look back, boom, be burned up. Or she gonna leave you before the shit hits the fan, and she'll get ravished to death in the streets. You know, so you might lose your favorite ride, man. You'll get it wrecked. I lost a car that I thought was cool, man. I love that car. I had a nice Lincoln MKZ. Shit got totaled, man.
I lost my baby.
No, all of us brothers up here lost vehicles.
My shit too.
I put a lot of fucking money in it, man.
Yep.
I'm a little hurt by that, but you know, it is what it is.
Did you read that?
Because the Lord's gonna say, all right, well, what if I take this away? And that was the whole. You read the whole account of Job. The Lord was taking away everything. That was his test. The Lord's like, all right, well, say, well, what if I take his woman away? What if I take his kids away? What if I take his health away? What if I take his riches away? Is he still gonna serve you? So the Lord tests us the same way. So we start going through hell, you're gonna start losing shit. The Lord might be like, well, that might be Satan tempting you, testing you, saying, hey, well, let's see if he's gonna keep his faith or he's gonna fold like these 2/3 niggas that fall the truth. Because you got 2/3 niggas that got thrown the same test, and what happens? They become bug outs. They go back to the world, go back to smoking weed, and then all of a sudden now they see the prophecies happen, and then they say, oh shit, I fucked up. Maybe I can come back.
Teaching flat earth.
It don't work like that, man. So count it all joy because the Lord's throwing you through that test, and after we always go through the test, it's always something better happening if you don't notice. Once you go through it, you may lose a ride, you may lose a woman. You get the next woman you get may be better than the last one, man.
You know what, bro? And that's spiritual. You say that because I remember, you know, the scriptures say every man suffereth in season, due season. I remember, you know, when brothers go through that shit, and I was going through my little down spiral. Brother was like, man, he said, you just hold on. This brother told me, he said, just hold on, bro, because he said, because you catch so much hell, he said, you finna have a massive breakthrough. And that, when I say that, I had a hell of a breakthrough, didn't I? A hell of a breakthrough, man.
Yeah. Okay, good, man.
Yeah.
We all have ups and downs, time of the season. I was making that other point earlier, like telling Hot, you know, I went through my shit, like it was like 2019, wrecked my ride, told her my shit, went to a badass divorce with my fucking woman, caught all types of hell with that shit. And then next brother started going through his afflictions. Next brother got a wreck, boom, told her his shit, it's gone. Next brother got another wreck, boom, told her his shit, it's gone. You went through yours, man. It's just it happens, but it's supposed to happen because we all gotta get tested like Job. Job was a perfect man. At the end of that story, Job made it.
Facts.
He didn't sin not one time, man. Yeah, he was fucked up about it. He was crying and complaining, which is okay to do. You know, you would cry continually to the Lord to be delivered. But at the end of the day, Job passed, man. So when you start going through this shit, you just gotta take it and really meditate on what Job is going through.
Yeah, because what do you gotta cry about? What would you have to pray to the Most High about when you're in a perfect condition?
Right.
Scripture saying prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction. Like these niggas that sell out and get the bag or whatever, however you want to deem it. After they get that, they forget about the Most High.
That's right.
They forget about YAHAWAHSHI.
It's like a spoiled child. They say don't spoil your child. You give them everything they want, what they do? They turn sour. I got a little cousin, man. He got spoiled to death fucking coming up. Dude was cold with the